Hello guys, what's going on? It's the Eradicator, and today we have a roadmap update, and it's a juicy one, a crunchy little update that gives us information about 3.17.2 and also what the devs are going to be working during the first quarter of 2023. Let's get started. We have a new little tab here, a new little card for 3.17.2, and here we're going to talk about Reclaimer, their like space missions, which is great. We're going to have handcrafted missions for these new derelics that are coming up. Now, when I see handcrafted with unique narratives, what does that mean? Does that mean that we are just going to have a description in the movie glass, or does that mean that we may be seeing the return of voice-acted missions, just like, you know, the investigation mission from Ellen Ward? We had a couple of those voice-acted missions in 2.0, if you remember. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember Tessa Bannister, right? Well, could this be the return of those? These were really loved missions that bring more immersion, more believability. People do them again just because they want to hear something, you know, novelty, right? Voices in missions, something that we don't really have in Star Citizen. I would love to see that. Just pure speculation here, but when I see that, that's what I'm thinking. The next thing that we're seeing here are new tasks in the progress tracker. And next we are going to be seeing a couple of things, and the first one is the freight elevator. Now that is really interesting, the freight elevator. What does that mean? Does that mean that we are not going to get this when the cargo refactor is coming in 3.18, which is really weird. It says the implementation of systems and content for players to physically load and unload cargo to and from their ships by conveying cargo to and from hangars, landing pads, garages, and docking collars. How is cargo going to be conveyed from wherever it is to our ships? I mean, I know that we're supposed to be using our tractor beams or maybe a mule, but I was thinking that maybe the cargo would be coming from, you know, the wherever cargo container storage facility they have direct with some kind of elevator, but apparently no. So I'm really curious how they are going to be pulling this off, or maybe the cargo is magically going to appear where our ship is in 3.18 and then we'll manually transport it to our ship, and then after from 4.0 it will come via a freight elevator. Maybe that's what's going to be happening. Next we have Salvage vehicle munching. That is the next iteration of Salvage. The first iteration of Salvage is going to be, of course, hull stripping. A lot of people are saying that, oh, that's not really Salvage. Well, it's just the first iteration, but vehicle munching is really what people think of when it comes to Salvage, and that is going to give the ability to Reclaimers and Vultures to actually, you know, eat dead ships, eat ship derelicts, and then take whatever materials they can take from those ships. That is going to be really cool to see these shipwrecks being destroyed, being munched by the tiny little vulture or the big reclaimer. I can't wait to see how they are going to pull this off. Next, we're going to have this is really nice. I really like what we're going to see here, the new player experience. They want to give some kind of tutorial from new players, so your very first 30 minutes in the game will basically give you an introduction of the world of Star Citizen as well as some of the basic features, and I think that this is something that is really needed for new players. Star Citizen is a very daunting experience. If you're new to the game, you really have no idea what's going on. There's no tutorial. You have to learn on the spot, and giving some kind of idea, some little guidance, you know, taking new players by the hand, I think is going to probably give a better first impression for those new players that are going to be joining us in the future, or maybe returning players who may have been a little bit disgruntled by how overwhelming the game can be. The next one I'm really excited about, and this is the player-machine physical interaction, and that is going to be the initial implementation of animations that show the player interacting with ships, controls, and items. Yes, because right now, you know, when we press buttons, you know, we engage quantum drive, open the comms, open and close the doors, you know. Well, these are just keys that we press on our keyboard, but we can't see the player actually pressing the buttons. Yeah, we can see that in cinematics, yeah, in cutscenes we can't do that because it's all faked, but eventually it will become a reality in the game. And as a content creator, you know, I'm a YouTuber, right? So I try to create more B-roll footage, more scenes that kind of improve the quality of this of the videos that I make. Well, not today. Today I'm just using random B-roll footage, but you guys have seen that in previous videos, right? Well, it's going to be making our content so much better. And you know, just normal players who just regularly casually play the games, you know, they're gonna see their characters touching all the buttons. It's gonna be so much more fun and immersive and believable, and I can't wait for that. Next, the Aegis Retaliator base. Guys, how long has it been since the Retaliator has been for sale? But it's only been the Retaliator bomber. It doesn't. A Retaliator doesn't have to be a bomber. You can just go around, you know, your ship. Maybe it will have a cargo bay, or maybe it will have I don't know, God knows what. But basically, this is going to be bringing more variants to the Retaliator, because the Retaliator was supposed to be benefiting from the modularity system. Where is the modularity system? Well, we still don't know, right? But you're supposed to be doing whatever you want with the Retaliator. You want to be making a bomber, it can be a bomber. You want to making a cargo ship in the future, it will be able to. And maybe there will be other variants. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. Maybe a health variant, right? If you want to turn it into a mobile field, tiny little clinic. Why not? I think that this was mentioned, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so that is going to be finally giving something to chew with the Retaliator base owners, because right now they have a Gladiator as a loner, but they don't really enjoy their ship, and they will be able to once the Retaliator base is in the game. And also, last but not least, the Anvil Crucible. Now, this is basically the flying garage of Star Citizen. You will be able to repair and maintain your ship in the most remote areas. Thinking of the Paro system, you know, it totally makes sense to have a ship like this for the Paro system. Now, all of these new features in the progress tracker are going to be worked on during the first quarter of 2023, which was just opened. I will make a separate video talking about what's going to be worked on in the first quarter of 2023, because there's more than just that. These are just the new features, but yeah, some really exciting stuff in this progress track, roundup. Yes, that's I'm losing all my terms. Anyway, usually the roundup is also the time when we talk about delays or items that leave the roadmap. And well, there's one here. It's room depressurization, which is basically you know, right now in the game, when you are in a ship in space and let's say you open your door, you can still magically breathe inside your ship even though your door is wide open. Well, in the future, that's not going to be the case anymore, and the air inside your ship will be vacuumed, or maybe there will be toxic stuff and you will have to depressurize and repressurize to renew your air. This is gameplay that the devs have been talking about for quite some time, but it's probably very complex and not really the priority. The priority right now is of course Salvage. They want to make sure that they are offering a good player experience with that new profession, and that's why work on room depressurization is put on standby for the time being, and I'm totally fine with that. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what is the most exciting new feature that's been added into the roadmap. This is to get a chance to win a Hull A, thanks to Dr. Fabin, if you subscribe to the channel in public setting. Also, a big shout out to my Patreon and John Better members. I couldn't do all this daily content without you guys, and to thank you, well, I've got daily, weekly exclusive videos. I just posted one right now, today. It's right now available for YouTube John members, and it will be available later on Patreon as well. And you also get access to my Discord channel, where we have another giveaway. Thanks to all of you guys, we have an LTI pack with a cutlass and a mule. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Dr. Fabin, Captain Snake, Geek Citizen, Eric, Oln, and the DJ Dun. It's the Eradicator. I will see you guys later.